Ladies and gentlemen, life will test you in many different ways. It will push you to your limits. You will face challenges, setbacks, and moments that shake you. But in those times, one thing will decide your outcome: your ability to stay calm. A calm mind is a strong mind. It finds solutions where others see problems. It turns obstacles into opportunities. That's why learning to stay calm in any situation is so important. Your mind is your most powerful tool. You carry it with you every day. Yet many people don't realize its full potential. Instead, they let emotions take over. Life happens. Things go wrong. And suddenly, they're trapped in frustration, panic, and doubt. When you make decisions from that emotional state, you don't think clearly. You hurt yourself, hurt others, and miss chances that could change your life. It's easy to get caught up in emotions. We're human. We feel deeply, and sometimes our feelings are so strong they cloud our judgment. But here's the key. You must learn to control your reactions. Stop letting emotions take over your mind. Start making choices from a place of clarity and purpose. It's not easy, but it's possible. It begins with understanding what happens under pressure. Science shows that when we panic, when fear or stress takes over, our brain stops thinking logically. Instead, it triggers a survival response, making us react impulsively. When your mind is flooded with emotion, you're not thinking, you're just reacting. And reacting without control can be dangerous. But what if you could train yourself to stay calm, even when everything around you feels chaotic? What if you could pause, breathe, and take control of your thoughts, your actions, and your life? True power comes from staying composed while others lose control. Look at the most successful people, the leaders, athletes, and innovators. What sets them apart isn't just talent or intelligence. It's their ability to stay calm under pressure. They manage their inner storms, even when the world around them is falling apart. Take Michael Jordan, for example. The game is on the line, the clock is running out, and the weight of the championship is on his shoulders. It's a make or break moment. But does he panic? No, he takes a breath, stays focused, and executes. He makes the shot. Now you might think, that's Michael Jordan, he's different. But the truth is, he's not. He's human, just like you and me. The difference is how he chose to respond under pressure. He didn't let fear control him. He didn't let the moment overwhelm him. He controlled his mind. And that's why he became one of the greatest of all time. You don't need to be a professional athlete to understand this. You deal with pressure every day, whether at work, in relationships, or in personal challenges. Maybe it's a big presentation, a tough conversation, or an important decision. In those moments, you have a choice. Panic and let emotions take over, or stay calm and make the right move. This is what separates the strong from the weak. Anyone can react. Anyone can let fear and stress control them. But not everyone can stay calm when things get tough. Not everyone can rise above the chaos and perform under pressure. That's what you must train for. Staying calm under pressure is a skill, just like building muscle. It takes practice, patience, and commitment. It won't happen overnight, but it's possible. So when you feel stress creeping in, when your heart races, remember, this is your moment. Step back, breathe, refocus. You're in control. The situation doesn't define you. How you respond does. And when you respond with clarity, calm, and purpose, you put yourself in the best position to succeed. Life isn't straightforward, I get it. It has a way of throwing unexpected challenges your way, making it feel like the world is trying to bring you down. But here's the truth. You've faced tough times before, and you made it through. You've encountered obstacles and conquered them. You've survived. But now, survival isn't enough. It's time to thrive. It's time to harness the power of your mind and make choices that propel you forward. So how do you do that? How do you train your mind to remain steady under pressure? It all begins with awareness. Recognize when you start to feel overwhelmed. Don't dismiss it. Don't bury it. Acknowledge it, name it, and remind yourself that you control how you respond. From there, it's about mindfulness. Throughout your day, check in with yourself. Are you in control, or are your emotions running the show? Are you reacting, or are you responding? This is how you cultivate mental resilience, the ability to stay grounded no matter what's happening around you. But staying calm isn't just about keeping your cool. It's about making better choices. It's about taking actions that align with your values, goals, and purpose. When you stay calm, you think clearly. You don't let fear cloud your judgment. You don't let anxiety hold you back. You make decisions from a place of strength. And that's when real change begins. You won't always get it right. You won't always remain calm in every situation. But what matters is that you keep showing up, keep practicing, and keep strengthening that mental muscle. Over time, you'll become more composed, more confident, and more capable of handling whatever life throws your way. So don't let emotions dictate your actions. Don't allow fear or panic to take over. Take charge of your mind. Stay calm under pressure. Move with purpose. Because when you do, nothing can stand in your way. Let me share something that will change how you approach life. The simplest, most powerful tool you have to regain control, stay calm, and step into your power is your breath. That's right. The very breath you take for granted, the one you rarely think about. When chaos surrounds you, when everything feels like it's falling apart, your breath can bring you back from the edge. Here's why. The way you breathe directly influences the way you think. You've heard the phrase, take a deep breath. It's not just a cliche, it's a fact. In stressful moments, when your heart races and your mind spirals, your body shifts into overdrive. Your nervous system goes into fight or flight mode, scattering your thoughts and making you feel completely out of control. But here's the good news. You can take control. You can reset your entire system with just a few intentional breaths. Think about the Navy SEALs. These elite soldiers are the definition of calm under pressure. In life or death situations where there's no margin for error, they don't panic, they don't freeze, they breathe. They use a technique called box breathing, a simple yet incredibly effective method. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds. That's it. 4 seconds in, hold, 4 seconds out, hold again. This technique resets your nervous system, sending a signal to your body and mind that you are in control, no matter what's happening around you. You might be thinking, that's too simple. How can something so basic make such a big difference? But often the simplest things are the most powerful. When you slow your breath and focus on each inhale and exhale, you shift out of panic mode and into a state of calm. Your heart rate slows, your thoughts clear. You start making decisions based on clarity and purpose, not fear. Think back to the times you felt overwhelmed, whether at work, in your personal life, or when facing a major decision. The pressure built up, your heart pounded, and your mind raced. In that moment, the instinct to react took over. We've all been there. Stress mounts, and instead of responding wisely, we act on impulse. We snap. We say things we regret. We make rash decisions. And later, we deal with the consequences of actions we didn't even intend. But here's the key. The difference between reacting and responding is everything. When you react, you let the chaos control you. You allow external forces to dictate your actions. When you respond, you take back control. You make a conscious choice about how to show up, no matter what's happening around you. And that distinction, the choice between reacting and responding, is what separates success from regret. Mastering this shift, choosing to respond instead of react, isn't something that happens overnight. It's a skill that requires practice, patience, and self-awareness. But every time you pause, take a breath, and choose your response instead of letting emotions take over, you strengthen that skill. You train your mind to operate from a place of power rather than fear. Over time, this becomes second nature. You'll find yourself handling challenges with a new level of composure, making decisions with clarity, and moving through life with a sense of control that you never thought possible. And when that happens, you don't just survive, you thrive. When you take a moment to pause, step back, and breathe before making a decision, you give yourself the clarity to choose wisely. That's when real transformation happens. Let's be honest. Life will challenge you. There's no escaping it. It will test you, push you, and sometimes break you down. If you're not prepared to handle that pressure, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. That's why you must equip yourself with the right tools in advance. It's not about avoiding stress or chaos. It's about mastering it. It's about standing strong in the middle of the storm and making choices that align with your values, goals, and vision. When you control your breath, you control your mind. When you control your mind, you control your actions. And when you control your actions, you shape your destiny. I know it's not always simple. When life throws unexpected challenges your way, it can feel like everything is falling apart. Slowing down and breathing is hard when emotions run high. But that's exactly why you must practice in moments of peace, when there's no pressure. That's how you build the habit. That's how you train yourself to respond with intention instead of reacting impulsively. Take a few minutes daily to practice deep breathing. Whether it's in the morning or before bed, focus on your breath. Inhale deeply, hold it, exhale slowly, and repeat. When you make this a habit, you'll notice a shift. Your mind will feel clearer. The chaos around you won't seem as overwhelming. You'll become less reactive and more in control, handling stress with confidence and composure. That's the power of breath control. So the next time life feels chaotic, when the pressure is on and everything seems to be crumbling, pause. Take a deep breath. Slow your heart rate. Give yourself space to think before you act. Don't let the moment define you. You define the moment. You control your response. You control your choices. And when you do that, you're not just getting through life, you're stepping into your power, one breath at a time. Listen, challenges are inevitable. You will face moments where everything seems to be working against you. When you feel stuck, when nothing seems to go right, you have a choice. How you frame the situation makes all the difference. A calm mind doesn't see problems, it sees challenges. A problem feels like a roadblock, something impossible to overcome. But a challenge is an opportunity to rise. It's something you can face head on and say, this is tough, but I am tougher. Shifting your mindset from seeing problems to recognizing challenges makes your burdens feel lighter. You stop feeling trapped and start feeling like a warrior again. Now let's be real, this isn't a quick fix solution. Shifting your mindset takes effort, but it's the kind of effort that sets you free. When things go wrong, most people ask, why is this happening to me? And I understand. That reaction is natural. Life can hit hard, leaving you questioning everything. But I need you to stop asking that question. It doesn't serve you. It keeps you stuck in a victim mentality, making you feel powerless. Instead, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? That single shift changes everything. It turns obstacles into lessons. It gives you back control. Look at Thomas Edison, one of history's greatest inventors. Everyone knows he invented the light bulb, but what many don't realize is how many times he failed before succeeding. 10,000 times. Most people would have quit after 100 attempts, maybe even 10. They would have said, this is impossible. But not Edison. He didn't see failure as defeat. When asked about his 10,000 failed attempts, he didn't say, I failed 10,000 times. He said, I found 10,000 ways that didn't work. That mindset, that perspective, is what changes the game. He didn't dwell on failure. he focused on the lesson. With every attempt, he saw each setback as a step forward, bringing him closer to his goal. That mindset kept him moving, kept him pushing, until he finally found what worked. And when he did, he changed the world. Now, I'm not saying you need to fail 10,000 times, but I am saying that failure is part of the journey. Every time you fall short, every time things don't go as planned, you have a choice. You can stay stuck in disappointment, asking, why me? Or you can shift your perspective. You can choose